Welcome back. In the bottom right, we have Eli. I'm not even going to try. J's are just not my strong suit. Eli as our red Terran player. And in the top left, we have Christopher. I'm sure I can have some fun with this one. I'll probably just eat around the edges of a pond, but... as our blue Protoss hero. Eli. He's opting. It looks like, remember, Bronze League Heroes is not about the best of the best or even the best of the worst. It's about those who embody the essence of a Bronze League hero. They could be bronze. You know what? I won't lie. I've even uploaded Masters games to Bronze League Heroes. You guys don't necessarily know which ones. Okay, just one. There was one. Good luck figuring it out. But, if you embody the essence of a Bronze League Heroes game, you, too, can be a Bronze League hero. And that's what this is all about. Thank you, Higgins, for that 420. It looks like we've got the classic 2 gateways in the base into Proxy Pylon in the most fucking obvious location you could ever put a Proxy Pylon, besides literally outside their base for a Pylon rush. So, we do have what seems to be a Proxy gate. I mean, it is a Proxy gate, but is he going to go up to 4? Nope. You were wrong. I was wrong. It's going to be 5. So, a 5 gate, which is like the Legacy of the Void version of a 4 gate. Unfortunately for Eli here, he has vision of absolutely nothing outside of his ramp. He's been abiding by a strict isolationist policy so far this game, and therefore won't see the most obvious proxy. I'm not going to say in the history of proxies. I've seen many proxies, believe me. Tremendous proxies, but quite an obvious proxy. So. All right. So it doesn't seem like there's any sort of side. Thank you, Jonas.
Thanks.
Don't do drugs.
The only drugs I do are stim pack, maybe a little bit too often. But there's nothing else. Like, he's just going to try to bust up this ramp into a Terran player who, by definition, is going to build a wall. With just 5 gate of units. Just run up the ramp. There's no finesse. Just the brute, just snowplow his way through. We see +1, we see 2 turrets. I'm not even sure why we see 2 turrets, but the TPM is raising. Unfortunately for our Terran player, it looks like he's about to move out with every single one of his units literally 3 seconds before this comes up. So, yeah, okay. Well, he had a bad relationship with that adjutant for a while, okay? He was looking for any excuse to get the fuck out of there. And it appears he has found one. Yeah, and Christopher moves up the ramp to a 100% completely undefended base. The SCVs are pulled. Now, I do have to be honest. I don't know what's happening there, but I do have to be honest. There is nothing on the other side either. So we have gone from 0 to 100 in about as quick as I've ever seen it. This is a full-on base trade. This is a DEFCON 5, level 10, 5 out of 7, 69 out of 420 with Rice base trade right now. I don't know exactly who's going to come out on top. Are there any probes on the map? He has one probe over here. We got to look for the workers. So there's still 15 probes, but 14 of them are at home. There are no other probes on the map. He's looking for their bases. Of all the buildings, the orbital command gets out. +1 is finishing on the engineering bay. The supply depots are being taken out. He didn't have anything to produce units with, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. Will +1 finish? Absolutely fucking not. All right. On the other side, we have one probe versus 16 SCVs, but unfortunately for our Terran player Eli, he has not enough minerals to build a command center, whereas on the other side, Christopher is building more pylons. He has enough for 2 Nexi. He has one probe to do it. He has one dream. So, the orbital command is pinned. What are the armies looking like? We got 9 stalkers, 3 adepts, a zealot, and a mothership core against 16 SCVs, 8 marines, 2 widow mines, and 2 medicals. If either of these widow mines connect without doing friendly fire, this is a winnable fight for the Terran. I would say in a completely even money fight, the Protoss player can work through with that stalker count. But this is actually a very winnable fight for the Terran. It depends on the situation. Well, you know what you don't want to do is split up half of your minimal units so they can get picked off. That would probably not be the best option. But unfortunately for Eli, that's exactly what he's going to do. So half the Marines going to die right off the bat. Here come the SCVs, but the Marine numbers have already been thinned out. The Mothership Core is dancing away alongside these Stalkers. He has no Nexus to recall you. Christopher spending all of his money on pylons, maybe not realizing the situation. So it seems Eli has nickel and dimed his way to what looks to be a defeat. Now, I am reluctant to say game over, as I always am. The orbital command is burning. That is his last building. He can build more, but he cannot build any command centers, especially if all of his SCVs die. Which it seems like they are in possible danger of doing, aside from this one with 3 HP. So, game over, man. Game over. No. You know, I had the same thoughts. I would not voice them in a game. I feel like that's still a dick move. If I'm confident in my win, either I go look for a hidden base or I just don't say anything at all. What is your end game? What is your destination here? You've started this journey. The plane's in the air. But where are you going to land? He doesn't have enough money for a factory.
Confirmed. Automatically relaying. Thanks.
Could we have... He could go for a draw! Wait, no, he can build a Nexus. Okay, he could build a Nexus. Never mind. If Christopher couldn't build a Nexus, he could lift this barracks, and then it could be a draw. Then the game wouldn't end. But there's enough money for a Nexus. So... And the Zealot won't kill the SCV! I don't know why that keeps happening, but... Anyways. But... You can't win. Yeah, he can! He has to go for a Nexus, mine with that one probe, enough to get a Stargate in order to kill. If he doesn't, if he like builds one more pylon, the game's over. It all comes down to this one probe. Does he understand the rules of engagement? He has 1 probe. He has 495 minerals. He has the tools for victory. He needs to use them. And instead, he's busy beating on rocks. So that might be a metaphor for something, but... Where are you going? Oh my god, if Widow Mines kill a probe? Oh my. No, the Widow Mines are on the left side if you look at the mini-map. Just build the next... Okay, he's building a... But if the Widow Mines kill the probe before it can mine enough minerals for a Stargate, then we still have a game on our hands. Yes, this is a stupid, really fucking stupid possible... If those Widow Mines... You know what? If Eli had left those Widow Mines on the top of the main ramp, he has his draw, by the way. He kills the probe, the final probe. There is no way for either player to kill any of the buildings. This is a draw. But Eli is still trying to win. Well, I don't think he's trying to win, but I think he's trying to not lose. And he tried a little bit too hard this time around. He could not have known. The Nexus could be right fucking here, and he wouldn't know. So he's scouting. We're gonna go ahead and let the intrigue continue at times for speed. Oh my god, the Widow Mines are scouting on. He still has to mine. He has to mine enough for a Cyber Core, and then for a Nexus. Oh my god. The game will end in 2 minutes. He's mining again. It won't end yet. He has to mine enough for a Cyber Core, and then a Nexus. He got a second probe. The Widow Mines are back in the main! Oh my. He has no detection. He does not have enough for a Cyber Core. No. And now we're here. He's trying to zone out from mining. There's not enough... If he just goes on the top of the... But he can soak the hits with his units. But he can't... What? This is... He has to soak... Is this a draw? Okay, wait. How many units does he have? Okay, now we gotta do some math. Because he can long distance mine, but he has to soak the Widow Mine hit each time. He has nothing he can dodge with. So we only... The math. Well... He can soak it with the... No, the Mothership Core doesn't have enough HP to soak and then regen shields. He could dodge it with Adept Shades. He could dodge it with Adept Shades. If you time the Adept Shade right, and you let the Widow Mine trigger, and then the Adept Shades away, then you can dodge the Widow Mine shot. The projectile misses. But you have to have, like, near-perfect timing every time. There's, like, a 0.3 second window. And then he could mine with the 1 probe each time. Every time he mines 1 mineral, 5 minerals, the draw timer resets. So if he could do that, but if he fucks up once and he loses the probe, the game is over. Save the probe, save the world. Are you just gonna let it happen? He doesn't have Blink, right? Blink would make this way easier. Oh my god. He's just accepting it. No, what do you think you're gonna accomplish? Yes! Yes, there's a Widow Mine there, obviously. Oh my god. You had to make sure, though. You gotta make sure. The probe needs to mine. The game will end. If the probe does not return any resources, the game ends. This got real stupid real fast. Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna try to the shade? Shade away! Shade away! What are you doing? What are you expecting to accomplish? It doesn't work like that. It has to lock on. If it doesn't lock on, it won't target you. He obviously does not understand how Widow Mines work, which it makes a lot of sense because this is Bronze League Hero. But you have to let it, like, it has to lock on, it has to fire. Only then you can dodge. Only once it's fired. If it doesn't lock on, oh, so this is how it ends. The probe's coming back to mine. The Widow Mine is in pursuit. You know, he's... Oh, but he can kill the mine! But he doesn't! No! Ah! That was your path to victory! He just fucked it up! No, he still had a dream! He could have returned! He had time! He could have still won! He had one shot! He had one opportunity! And he let it slip! What? You left the game? Okay, it tied. It was a tie. That was a tie. Nobody was victorious. I don't know why the screen didn't come up, but that was a tie. Nobody won. Otherwise, it would have said someone was victorious. So that was a straight-up tie. Oh. Tie me to a chair and shoot me after that one. God damn it. Oh, my. All right, what's up next?